Welcome back to the Listen Up Podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Jamie, and this week we've got me, Nick.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars?
And Jordan.
I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
This week, we're going to be taking a look at After Laughter by Paramore, whose lead singer is Hayley Williams. That's where that reference comes in, if you didn't know, listener. The album was released in 2017, and it was picked by me, Jamie, once again. And so I chose this album because, honestly, as I mentioned last week, it was very impromptu. I was fully planning 2 weeks ahead. I was like, yeah, I'll do this different album. Which is pretty different from the whole mood and just everything about this one. Couldn't be more apart. And then, right before we went on, Hard Times was suddenly playing in my head, and I was like, "Man, Nick got a belt."
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just showing it to the camera. It is a Guava Sao Paulo.
It actually matches the I thought you were showing it because the color schemes match like very well with his album cover.
That's true.
But I thought that was why you're showing us. That's why I brought attention to it.
Whole other level.
Well, I do have it pulled up on Genius right in front of me, so I was looking at the cover.
I'll take a picture of the can and we can post it on Instagram.
There we go. Or they can just Google the Guava Sao Paulo.
Whoa. Hey.
Okay, yeah. You're right. We'll do it.
Whoa. Making the
actually, we should start doing that because we can do the multiple the multi-image slide things. I feel like sometimes I kind of phone it in for the Instagram. All I do is go in Illustrator, change the album cover, change the words, and then post the same basic picture. So we can start doing that. Have a little link dump in our on the Instagram. What my brain just totally stopped.
Yeah, we should make a whole mood board out of it. Just random things that relate to the pod content.
Exactly.
And album pictures.
Yeah, I like it. But yeah, so I just kind of randomly chose this album, and I came away this week liking it more than I thought I did. I knew that it was a decent album, but as I mentioned, I knew 3 songs off of it really. I'd listened to it all the way through plenty of times before, but never that in depth. And actually, I like over half of this album a decent amount. I saved all the songs and everything. I think 20. I guess we can get into it. But how familiar were y'all with this album and with Paramore as a whole? Because this is a pretty departure from kind of where they had been up until this point, especially their big stuff like Misery Business and That's What You Get and stuff like that. This is kind of the same lyrical vibe, but a very different delivery.
Yeah, I was familiar with Ain't It Fun and Still Into You.
But radio's let's play this 30 billion times real quick.
Honestly, that song's great though. I do love that song.
It is. It got a little overplayed.
Isn't it so fun?
Isn't the real world so great?
Because it destroyed my. Anyways, sorry. That was just a pessimistic view on that song. Anyways, continue.
But I also knew Misery Business. I don't think I'd honestly listened all the way through Misery Business until I sang it on Rock Band. And
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that song.
Then I understood why the lyrics were all the way difficult, because I had no idea she sang so fast in the song.
Dude, she has got, she is very good at fast delivery. But Hayley, I'm just, as someone who is loosely I say that I like Paramore, but I wouldn't say that I'm a fan just because I don't know that much of their stuff other than their hits. But Sorry, Vic is taking
Jamie
a
saw a
nap next to
ghost?
me. Just sat up suddenly.
Oh,
But
when your wife sits
like I am just.
Oh my
She
God.
almost, threw the
Oh my
goldfish
God.
bag on the floor. But I'm just so blown away by Haley's vocal range and like ability. Like she's such a good singer. On here, I really on Rose Colored Boy, like she has some really great runs they're not like over the top Mariah Carey type of shit, but they're still really good. Like throughout, especially the verse in Rose Colored Boy.
Rose-colored boy, hear you making all that noise about the world you want to see. I'm so annoyed, 'cause I just killed off what was left of the optimist in me. Heart's so break.
And yeah, I'm just that one's a great like example on this album. But yeah, she is such a talented vocalist. Like it's crazy.
She is.
Agreed. As you
And
can
going
also hear in B.O.B.'s masterpiece, Airplanes.
Can't pretend that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. But also going back to like the name Paramore, I think. Wait, sorry, Nick or Jamie just distracted me with his
Jamie be
chewing into the
crackling that shit.
microphone. His mic is like $30, so it's not horrible, but it's clear crunching, but it picks up every single. There's no filter on it, so.
Hey,
I
at
was
one
gonna say
point, this
Nick.
headset was like 30. It was like $80. I think I paid retail. Yeah, it's the Razer.
Well,
it's like
but
Razer.
isn't-
Crackers.
Oh,
But
whoops, sorry. For some reason, I thought it was
like
like
10 years old,
2013.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
not
from like
10 years.
2013.
Dang. Okay. I was going to say Nick needs to get a pair of contacts so he can get more hose.
Paramore. Para contacts. I was wearing contacts before this, but I just
Sorry,
put my glasses on
I was
now.
trying to think of a pair of, like, what could you do a pair of, and I could not think of anything, so I was like, I'll just go with contacts.
I was so far from understanding what that joke was.
Sorry, I tried to emphasize the para, like, Nick needs a pair of contacts so you can get more hose. It's like it's like the tweets too. But I was gonna say Hard Times is such a good song, and it starts off the album really good.
Starting off so strong with Hard Times. It's like I said, it was why I chose this one. It just popped into my head. And it was one of the, like, I knew that one, 26 and Caught in the Middle, probably the best before this week. And I mean, I think that those are still in my top ones, but Hard Times is definitely like in my top 3 on this album. Like, it's so good.
It is. It's probably in my top 3 too.
Like,
Oh,
starting the album with that, like, I think it's a marimba. I'm not sure, but it's some sort of marimba islandy sound at the start of it with Hard Times. Yeah. And you're just immediately, I'm just thinking, oh, this is different.
yo, is this Paramore?
This is interesting. Yeah, and then the chorus is great.
For me to come out. Hard times. Gonna make you wonder why you even try. Hard times. Gonna take you down and laugh till you cry. And I still don't know how I even survive. Hard times. And I'm gonna get your rock bottom.
The bridge is also really good.
And I'm gonna hit rock bottom. Tell my friends I'm coming down. We'll kick it when I hit the ground. Tell my friends I'm coming down. We'll kick it when I hit the ground. 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 Gonna make you wonder.
And then there's that, like, the outro has that weird, I don't know, it's kind of like a very subtle robotic talk box kind of thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's super hard to notice. But yeah, like, that whole song, the whole way through, I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, yes. Oh, this is so good. especially the chorus. I love the chorus in this one.
But before I listened to this album again this week, I forgot that I've listened to this album at least a couple times before because it's been a while, but they put out a Tiny Desk right after they came out with this album.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I watched it, and I was like, wow, this is pretty good. And listened to the album and was like, hey, Paramore's pretty good. Because I'd never really listened to him before. And I still haven't listened to much of their old stuff. I feel like...
me either.
I was going to say, I feel like it's kind of Fall Out Boy-esque, and I'm not a huge Fall Out Boy
In the same
fan.
vein.
Yeah. But
Bro, it's because you don't know Fall Out Boy.
that's what everyone says.
Bro, Fall Out Boy is so good.
Someday we're going to do Save Rock and Roll, and your whole perspective is going to shift, all right?
We'll see.
Is that the one with Uma Thurman on it?
No, that's American Beauty, American Psycho. I don't really like that album.
That's not amazing.
Uma Thurman's a good song, but I don't like Irresistible got way too much radio play, and so did Centuries. And I don't
Irresistible
really-
is a good song, though.
I don't really like either of those, and then
Dude,
they were the
that's
ones that
such a
blew
good
up on the
song.
radio.
That's the only song I do like. The Irresistible featuring Demi Lovato version.
I don't
Cash,
think I know that
dude.
one.
Radioactive
Stone
featuring
Cold,
Kendrick
Stone
Lamar.
Cold by, dude. That's excellent.
That is excellent.
And then what's the one that they have Wayne Hop on?
It's First Things First. Whatever that song is. I didn't listen to that album because
That's
it was so
Believer.
annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
The album was so annoying because it got so much radio play. Or those 3 songs just wiped.
I know. It was like they Night
no.
Visions, Night Visions, and Night Visions Deluxe Edition are immaculate albums.
They're bangers.
Like their first album, immaculate, and then they're one of the bands that like I've liked them less every album they've dropped.
Doesn't their newest album look like a Destiny portal or something? Like
Yeah, it looks like you're on like Venus fighting the Vex or something straight
Yeah.
up.
Mhm.
I think it's called like Oasis or something like that.
ripping
I
off
don't know.
Bungie, man. SMH.
That's crazy.
That's for all you Destiny Halo fans out there.
Oh, you Destiny Halo before 343 took over gamers.
I don't know anything about this, but
I think 343 still did a good job, like with Halo 4 and Halo Infinite's supposed to be good, but I mean Halo 1, 2, 3, and Reach are like some of the best video games. Period.
Jamie's a new Halo apologizer.
I'm not a Halo apologist. I like. Okay, they didn't put sprinting in the game until Halo Reach, and then it was an armor ability. Halo 4 was the first Halo where you could sprint whenever.
Okay, I'll take that point with a grain of salt. That is a great point. I haven't played any of the old Halo games. I'm just
good.
like saying things that I have no foundation in right now.
Halo 2 multiplayer, you can dual wield magnums. So good. Yeah, I played a lot of the Halo 2 multiplayer when they put out the Master Chief. But back to Paramore.
Bro, just get
I
snake
suppose.
shot.
Dude, that was the worst meta in Warzone. Oh my god, that made me almost quit the game.
We just had to wait 6 more months for everyone to be able to hack it, and now we actually quit the game.
Now we're actually playing Apex and Minecraft.
play Splitgate. Anyways,
But I love like I talked a little about Rose Colored Boy earlier. That's another great one though. I like the lyrics in it pretty much throughout, but like I love that they're continuing the weird like modernized 80s sound is the best way I can describe the sound they're going for on this album. Like it's still very clearly modern music, but it sounds there's a lot of synth and a lot of those poppy vocals and melodies and stuff like that were really in my mind just harken back to just what 80s pop in its core is, which is great. I love it. And then yet another, I love the chorus and the pre-chorus in Rose Colored Boy. They're great just to listen to every time. Almost every song, especially in the first half for me, there's just something about almost every single song that I look forward to hearing every time it goes on. Like every time I listen to the album, like there was always something more to look forward to down the line for me. And a lot of it was the choruses on this album.
I can get behind that for sure. Something I subliminally noticed pretty much the whole time I was listening to the album, and then noticed like yesterday at the front of my mind was that pretty much all of these songs are so catchy, and I didn't even realize it until I was just like driving down the road singing to most of the songs with only listening to them like 4 or 5 times, and I was like, I'm usually really bad with lyrics, and it's something about it, just something about the way their songs fit together just make it easier.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. Like the music goes really well with the song lyrics, and there's, because a lot of songs have the same beat throughout the whole thing, but like a lot of the ones on here, they're very distinct. Like this is the verse groove, and then this is the chorus groove, and then this is the bridge, and then this is the chorus, and this is the verse, and that's something that I think is done really well throughout the entire album. It keeps it a lot more dynamic and really interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. And I can't speak on their earlier albums, but I really liked a lot of the kind of dance rhythms, like pop dance rhythms that they got into. And it's the song right after Rose Colored Boy. It's
Told You So?
Yeah.
Told You So?
That has like a crazy like kind of fast like hi-hat during the verses.
To keep on hoping when the rest have given up and let go.
And then the guitar melody that's like really fast in the choruses is kind of strange, like it's floating on top of the complex rhythm, but it fits in well.
I hate to say I told you so, but they love to say they told me so. I hate to say I told you so, but they love to say they told me.
It almost sounds like it's like basically like a poppy Radiohead song, like the way the Radiohead, it like the way that it sounds like it almost doesn't fit together, but it fits together really perfectly.
Yeah.
Like Weird Fishes?
Yeah,
White
like
Lotus?
I see someone else listen to the keynotes episode.
That's the only reason I've been listening. That's the only reason I know like 8 titles to Radiohead songs.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know Weird Fishes had a complex rhythm like that. Let's not talk about Radiohead anymore. I don't want to. I'm out of my Radiohead era. I'm in my Baby Keem era.
Oh, interesting.
Bro, I'm about to be in my Lord era once the full album drops.
Hell yes.
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in my Sturgill Simpson era again this weekend. Let's go.
Is that Friday too? Because I think Lord's album also drops on Friday, right?
That's crazy. I didn't know that. If Lord, Sturgill Simpson...
I'm pretty sure that they're both August 20th releases.
Okay, and if Anderson East, he might drop an album Friday.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, dude,
Yeah, Anderson .Paak.
Nope.
That'd be sweet. Where is Silk Sonic?
I know. Come on.
They're just teasing us.
But yeah, it's going to be a very musical weekend, I suppose. But yeah, I was going to say, you talked about the crazy rhythm. I really like the chorus and Told You So a lot. That's another great one on this one. Also, I love how she starts this song. I think this is the first one that starts with just vocals, where it's like, for all I know.
For all I know, the best is over and the worst is yet to come. Is it enough?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
The best is over and the worst is... Yeah, dude.
I don't remember the burp, actually.
No, the burp it's in the demo, actually.
Oh, okay. In the deluxe version.
But yeah, like, that song starts great. And there's a lot of really good instant, like, I'm locked in starts to a lot of songs on this album. Like, the songs themselves have really good intros. I mean, like, Fake Happy's really good. Idol Worship. But there's a lot of just really good intros. But this might be my favorite song intro, where it's just the vocals and then I'm locked in, right?
Yeah.
And the bridge is also always really cool. I always really dig the bridge on Told You So.
Throw me into the bar, throw me in, pull me out again. Throw me into the bar, throw me in, pull me out again. Throw me into the bar, throw me in, pull me out again. Throw me into the bar,
Yeah. I'm gonna say Rose Colored Boy didn't stick out too much to me when I was talking about that one. I don't know. I mean, it's like a good song, but it didn't like catch my attention kind of. But like I said, Hard Times is really good, and then Told You So I think it picked a little bit more back up just because of how just upbeat and kind of like funky it is. I don't know. I got a lot of funky vibes to this.
Oh, especially in the bridge when it's like just the basic rhythm, and then she's going, "Throw me into the fire, throw me and pull me out again." I love it every time. I just sit there and write, yes, and then the drums come back in. Oh, it's so good. It's done so well. Like everything is executed so well on this album.
It is very.
He's not wrong.
Like picture perfect, like a like studio perfected for sure.
Yeah.
Steely Dan-esque.
Yeah, and then it kind of gets into like the vibe of the title After Laughter. It's like this album is what happens whenever the good times and the laughter fade, and you're in like the hard times, and you're just going through some shit. Like this was almost the band almost broke up. Haley really wasn't feeling it. She was in kind of a like uncreative drought, just kind of fed up with stuff, and then but yeah, so that's where this title comes from. And then you start to get into that. The lyrics touch on it a little bit, but the sound doesn't yet. And then Forgiveness, I think, is where you really start to get into that zone. And I think the main chorus, it has was it the chorus or it was the bridge that I really like. This is the first one where specific lyrics I was like, I gotta write these down because it's really good. Where it's don't you go and get it twisted, forgiving is not forgetting.
Don't you go and get it twisted. Forgiving is not forgetting. Don't you go and get it twisted. Forgiving is not forgetting. No, it's not forgetting. No, I'm never forgetting. No, and you.
And then it's just that repeated, and then the end of it is no, it's not forgetting. No, I'll never forget it. No, and I think that's Nick's camera just fell. And I think that's like excellent. I think it goes both ways, right? That's excellent things to know that like you don't have to forget an event to forgive someone and move on and grow as people and be the mature one. But also, if you transgress someone and then they give you forgiveness, they don't have to forget it. It can be brought up later. Yeah. And so I think it's great to remember that where, forgiving is a conscious decision to, offer forgiveness. It's hard. There's not many words to describe what forgiveness is apart from forgiveness, I'm realizing. But it's good to know that you don't have to forget to forgive something, and just know that if you're forgiven for something, it still happened, and that's still a valid thing that can still stay in someone's mind. So I just thought that was I didn't realize until I listened to the song where I was like, yeah, that's people should know that more often. So I just wanted to concretely make a note of that. I thought that was really good wisdom that was offered in the song to me.
So I guess when you're younger, you think like if you forgive someone, that means you you never.
It's
right, like forgiving isn't pretending something happened.
Yeah,
it's like you flip it.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, it's like you flip a switch. Like your earliest understanding of forgiveness is just like, oh, I forgive you, everything's fine now. But like the way she says it and the way it really is it's a lot deeper, and it takes time to, like, you can forgive someone and try and start healing those wounds. Yeah, or like maybe you could even forgive someone but still not really want them in your life and not talk to them anymore. But there's different levels to forgiveness that you learn about. Yeah, as you grow. Yeah. I say that was super cool. 22, almost 23-year-old brain. Same for Jordan.
Oh wait, when's your birthday again?
Yeah, I said me. My birthday's in December, but your birthday's in October.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I'm almost 23, bro. I'm almost 23.
I turned 22 6 days ago. So
what up, Pee-wee?
Everyone say happy belated birthday to Jamie.
Like Pee-wee
happy
Herman.
Birthday to me. I think the last episode came out after my birthday.
Like Pee-wee Herman. Why
Jordan's
She wanna dance like Pee Wee Herman.
No, that is not a mashup.
Jordan's the geriatric
She's in the
one on this podcast.
She's in the movie like Pee Wee Herman.
Yet Nick has more health problems.
That was okay. I feel like you guys.
What are my health problems?
I feel like
He said I was more geriatric.
y'all.
I'm just kidding. I don't even know your health
Y'all
problems.
clearly missed my incredible joke about Pee Wee Herman, and I feel offended.
No, I actually
sorry.
heard it.
Sorry,
I
I
just
was
didn't think it
trying
was
to
that
make a
funny.
joke.
I just didn't think it was
Sorry,
that
I
funny.
need the spotlight.
I thought that was very funny.
He said he wants to dance like Pee Wee Herman.
No, I said she's in the movie like Pee Wee Herman.
Wait, okay, I don't get that joke.
The whole thing with Pee Wee Herman is they found him in like an adult pornography theater jerking off or whatever.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah, that was like isn't that why they like canceled Pee Wee Show? Which I think is
I
fucked up,
don't
'cause,
even.
You know, he was.
I've never
he was
watched
like,
Pee Wee.
He was like
Show.
an adult, and it was like an adult theater, but someone like found him, and then like his reputation was tarnished or whatever.
Oh my gosh, Pee Wee Herman is masturbates.
I just don't know how you go into a theater to do that and then be like, "Hey, you're not supposed to do this."
Isn't it an adult theater though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like an adult theater.
Yeah,
It wasn't, like,
someone
any-
goes
it
there
wasn't
to do
like-
the same thing. And
Like
then
it wasn't anything like criminal. Like it was just
Oh,
yeah.
man was just vibing.
Is that
Yeah, and
is
then-
that
and then
legal in adult theaters still, or is it?
What even is an adult theater? I don't even know what that is.
It's like where you would go to watch, porn before like the internet.
What? I don't even know that existed.
You should
It
watch
is-
a
it is.
Taxi Driver.
Is there a scene
Why?
about adult theaters and Taxi Driver?
Yeah, Robert De Niro is
Ah.
this like freak of a human being, and he goes on a date with this girl, and he takes her to a adult theater, and like the entire time she's so visibly uncomfortable, and he just doesn't understand because he's a freak of a human being in the movie.
Nice,
Is that
nice,
the
nice.
movie where he shoots the girl in the parking lot?
No, that's
Way to ruin it.
Jackie
Oh,
Brown, which it's that's like the last Quentin Tarantino movie I haven't seen.
I've only seen that scene
Nick
where the
hasn't
girl's
seen
yelling
the movie,
in the parking
knows
lot and
what
he just
happens
fucking.
in it for some reason.
Yeah, I saw that clip on Twitter, and
He's still a cinephile.
yeah.
Regardless if he's seen the movie, he still knows about.
I saw
movies.
that I saw that clip on Twitter, and I was
Cinephile.
like, what movie is this? Like, this is so like
It's a crazy scene.
this is like fantastic, and
yeah, it's so good.
yeah. And then I saw someone posted a picture of Robert De Niro in that movie and said, "No man has ever looked better than this," and we should post that with the podcast.
That goes on the
Dude.
mood board.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I gotta make a mood board listing at the bottom of my notes.
Paramore.
Yeah, sorry.
Paramore
I'm having to type with my keyboard on my knee right now, and so it really took all of my concentration to do that.
Jamie's hitting one key on one side and then one key on the other side to balance it like a seesaw.
Actually, I'm using my palm to rest on one side to
That's actually
balance
hilarious.
the center of mass.
Oh, physics.
Oh, physics!
Shout out Zach. He had his last first day of class. Wait, no, he didn't.
Is he on the,
No,
does
he
he only?
didn't.
I was about to say, doesn't he have 2 semesters this year?
His last undergraduate first day of class.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah, because he still has class, but he's a graduate after that.
Yeah.
Wait, he's doing the accelerated masters?
Yeah, the State's Accelerated Masters program. A friend of ours who has been on here before, Zach.
Mr. Mastodon.
Yeah, he's doing the Accelerate. Yeah, Mr. Mastodon and Eden. Very, very different vibes. Okay, real quick. What were you gonna say? We're gonna post the Guava, LaCroix, and Robert.
Yeah, I'll send you the
De
Robert De
Niro?
Niro pic. Yeah.
Dude, I'm excited because I feel like, okay, low-key, sidebar, I really feel like I've been phoning in the Instagram posts. So I would like to do more there, so that'll be good.
I'm down. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Jordan say?
he's yelling about ice cubes in the background. I don't know. He's probably complaining to his mom or something. I don't
This
know.
MF. Jordan, the type of MF to yell at his mom when she get him the chocolate milkshake instead of the vanilla milkshake.
Bro, can we please push the narrative that Jordan's like this really ungrateful like son? Like he's just this piece of shit kid. Oh, that'd be so funny. But I was gonna say one of the songs I really like. We talked about grooving earlier. Fake Happy, I think, has another really great like verse. During the verse, the groove of it is so, I don't know. I just get really into it.
I'm making them think I'm quite alright, but I hope I don't blink. You see, it's easy when I'm stomping on a beat, but no one sees me when I crawl back underneath.
But how, I was gonna ask Jordan, how did you like the intro, like the acoustic intro to Fake Happy?
How do you like the intro of it?
Where it's just Haley and a guitar.
Yeah, I guess I didn't digest it enough, but listening to it back a little bit.
It's the slowest portion of the song. It's
I was about to say it's not ringing any bells if that's what you're.
Right. But it's so I really like.
I mean,
it's
she's
a very.
Is she playing? Is she the one playing the guitar?
I don't know. I don't know if she's playing or. I'm not sure.
I do like how it gets like it's soft and then it goes kind of like gets like really like upbeat afterwards.
That's what I was gonna say. I really like it feels very emotive and like personal that intro. But then I was gonna say I really like how right after that there's that synth that takes you into the rest of the song.
I love making you believe what you get is what you see, but I'm so fake happy. I feel so fake happy, and I bet everybody here is just as insincere. We're all so fake happy, and I know fake happy. So I've been doing a good job.
Hooks me in every time.
Yeah.
The synth on that song is really great, and so are the pre-chorus and the chorus on it. That's some of my favorite chorus on the album is in Fake Happy. I think it's so like the lyrics are good. It's so catchy. Where if I smile and then the boom 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 in the background, so good every single time. I hit the air like synth in my mind. You know, it's so good. And then it comes in with that chorus. Oh, I love it so much.
Hey, if I smile with my teeth, bet you believe me. If I smile with my teeth, think I believe me. Oh, please, don't ask me how I've been. Don't make me play pretend. Oh, no. Oh, what's the use? Oh, please, I bet everybody here is fake happy too. And if I go out tonight,
It was one of my favorites
I
too.
smile to my teeth.
It like
Yeah.
it to me it feels like one of the most rock influenced on the album, at least with the chorus. And but the verses are still like very like bass groove heavy, like.
Yes.
But I do love it. I feel like this album was almost where I said their older stuff sounds more like Fall Out Boy to me. Their newer stuff, or not newer stuff, just this album, sounds almost like Young the Giant to me.
Okay.
And
I see it a little bit.
and I'm a big Young the Giant guy. Haven't listened to him in a while, but I'm a fan. So
Old the Giant.
it sat right with me.
They were, yeah, I like a lot of their older stuff. And then I was supposed to see him at Bonnaroo. We were supposed to see him at Bonnaroo, and then Corona. But there was a guy we used to work with who, like, I talked to him a little bit, and he was really chill. His name was Ben, and I really liked hanging out with him at work and stuff. Then he was wearing a
Bend.
Young the Giant shirt one day to a staff meeting because we could dress casually for it because it was, a part-time college shop. I just hit my microphone. I'm sure my
over.
waveform is terrible. But he was wearing a Young the Giant shirt. And I was like, oh, Young the Giant, awesome. I'm going to see him at Bonnaroo. He was like, what? They're my favorite band. I was like, really? like
No
they're
way.
great. I really like them. You just never hear anyone say like they're my favorite, But I was like, dude, My Body, Silver Tongue, Cough Syrup,
Mind Over
Apartments,
Matters.
10 Fingers, Mind Over Matter. It's About Time.
I'm a big
there's so
anagram
many-
guy.
Anagram's pretty good. There's the Mirror Ball redo that they put out
Yeah.
is great. Like they have great music. You just never hear anyone say like they're my favorite band, So I was just like, awesome.
Now that you said
Sick.
that, they're my cousin's fiance's favorite band.
Oh,
I remember him saying that now. And he
They're
Now I
great.
hear
The
that.
whole is the album's not Mind Over Matter, is it?
yeah.
Or is it? Is it?
Yeah.
That whole album is great. I first got into them. I mean, obviously, like My Body and Cough Syrup, those were like titans of songs on the radio.
Mhm.
But Mind Over Matter, I really got into that album after. I think It's About Time when I heard it on the radio. When I was at like a gas station with my dad, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta look up this song when I get home." Like this album, it's so good. Like they
Dad,
have
this is
great.
banging right now.
Like I said, they have great music. You just never hear it as like someone's number one, which is cool. I mean, they're really good.
Oh,
Like,
wait.
I didn't scoff at him. I was just like, oh, okay, interesting.
Your favorite band is who? My cousin's fiance. He said that he went to see them. It was either in Charlotte or Raleigh the last time they came through.
Oh, is it your Mitch's fiance? No,
Daniel's? Yeah,
the
yeah.
other cousin.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Daniel's fiance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
And he said, he was telling the story, and he was like, "All right, I realized later that I was being one of those people at the concert, and I kind of wish I wouldn't have done this." He was like, but I yelled a couple times that I wanted them to play Anagram because that's my favorite song by them. And while he was telling it,
Pretty good.
I was like, dude, I love that song. And he was like, I know, right? And he was like, I yelled it a couple times, and eventually they started playing the opening chords for it, and then they just stopped and they played a different song. And I was like, dude,
They baited
him. They did you so dirty. That's hilarious.
Did they ever play it in the concert?
No, they didn't.
that's hilarious.
Oh, that's such a rip. Because
That's
it would have
really
been funny if
funny.
they came back to
Oh
it
my
like two
gosh.
songs later, like later in the set list.
Yeah.
Because it was a pretty popular one. I feel like they probably would have played that, right? But
Guess not.
Dude,
know.
that's horrible. That's horrible.
That's
they
like
baited him and never came back to it.
Yeah, I heard Jason Isbell say on. Have you listened to that live album that he put out with Patterson Hood and Mike
Nope.
Cooley?
Nope.
No, I haven't gotten around to checking it out yet.
It's pretty good. Yeah, that
Okay.
I pretty much assumed that you didn't, Jordan. But
I feel like that's a safe bet.
but in it before Jason Isbell sings "Outfit," he says that like people yell that at his shows all the time. And
Oh,
he's
they
talk-
do. If you've heard any live album before then, there's always play outfit, play outfit.
And he's like, he's talking to the crowd, and he's like, you know what I always say? I always say, you know what? I was walking around singing that song all day today, and I was practicing it in the green room, just belting it out. I really love that song, man, but I don't know. I might get to it tonight. And after he said that,
He's so funny.
yeah, he's so fun. He dedicated
He's
it to his
just
dad, who was
so
actually at the show. Very
Aw.
heartfelt.
Dude, that's awesome. Like
Cute.
I said last week, that song it's one of the. It might be the only song I'm considering getting lyrics tattooed on my body. I know it's such a head ass thing to do, but like
Nah,
that song
it's
means
okay.
so much to me for so many different reasons. I mean, it's an incredible song, but yeah, like I don't know. We've all definitely been there wanting to be that guy, but any concert I've been like, man, I hope they play this. I've never gotten to the point where I'm yelling it.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we had a list whenever the four of us saw St. Paul and the Broken
oh my
Bones.
gosh.
Where we said, we all had 5 songs we hope they get to or whatever, but at no point were we yelling at them,
screaming at them.
Dude,
play Call Me, play Grass is Greener.
dude, I actually forgot when we saw Blueface, there's this like pack of like looks like frat boys. And
Oh
we
yeah,
were
they're
looking at-
definitely those guys.
when we were watching Blueface, he was like, they're like, West Coast, West Coast, West Coast, and that's the one where he goes, I like fucking on my beach, you call me fucker. But that's like no one likes that song. I'm not gonna lie, or like it's not like nobody does, but like no one knows about that song. The only like I knew about it just because like I obviously
I know the
listen to
meme.
his-
I didn't know that was an actual song. I just thought that was like a meme someone made.
Oh wait, is it a meme too?
No, that was.
Oh, I don't. Well, that's
that was
how.
on
That's why I
Dirtbag,
know it.
right?
It's just people used to make jokes.
No, it's not
about
from
it, like,
Dirtbag.
Fucking all my bitches call me fucker.
Because
It's-
we
it's-
did it on the podcast, right?
No.
Oh,
No, it wasn't on. No, we haven't done it on the podcast. I've never listened. I didn't know it was a song. I
Stupid.
just only know the
Damn.
meme.
he did play.
Wait, what meme is it from? Though?
He played
Wait,
Baguettes,
did play-
right?
Yeah. It's not called Baguettes, bruh. It's called Better Days.
Well, when you told us, you said he played Baguettes. As like,
That's because I was dumbing it down for you guys because I knew you guys couldn't handle what the actual song title was called.
I would have got
You're
it.
If I said, "Hey,
100%
he
right.
played Better Days," would you be
I
like,
played
"Oh
for
yeah,
these
I know
days."
what that song"?
Nope. I would not know at all. You
Exactly.
made the right call on that one, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you.
I would
I
have got
would
it.
not have understood.
I remember the 2 lines that you said 3,000 times while we were in Denver, Colorado.
Dude, I'm literally a broken record when it comes to that kind of stuff. Sadly, I wish I
Broken
were.
record with Rick
Yes.
Rubin and Malcolm Gladwell.
No. So Paramore, 26.
Yeah, so 26. This
Jamie,
was
you
the
said you
song.
liked that.
I like it a lot. This was
It
the
was a little
first song
slower,
ever.
but
This
it
was
was
definitely
nice though.
Definitely. This was the first song I ever heard on the album. Like it's what I heard and I was like, "Oh shit.
Why?
check this out."
Why though? I kind of like.
Why do I like it?"
No, like why'd you hear it for the first time?
It was
where'd
probably
you
like
hear it?
it was probably like a daily mix or maybe Vic played it or something. I don't
They
know.
play it in the
Okay.
Tiny Desk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's good.
I can see it. I can see it lending itself to being a good like Tiny Desk song. But yeah, and so after listening to the whole album, this was one of the 3 that I knew before. It still stands out. I really like it. Like it definitely stands out sound wise to me. But I love the chorus. It feels so. I mean, because obviously it is. It's her writing to her younger self when she was 26. I mean, she was 28 when the album dropped, but like probably wrote it about being 26.
Yeah.
But like the chorus feels so personal to me.
Hold on to hope if you got it. Don't let it go for nobody. They say that dreaming is free, but I wouldn't care what it costs me.
And I love that. Hold on to hope if you've got it. Don't let it go for nobody. They say that dreaming is free, but I wouldn't care what it cost me. Like the whole song is about, keeping your hopes and dreams alive as the world tries to break you down throughout life. Because when you're institutionalized as a child and then in adulthood, you're supposed to like not care about life anymore for some reason, probably so that you're just a slave to the machine and don't ask questions. But that's another issue. But yeah, and so the whole song is about, when you're going through these cycles and being broken down, just, keep the inner child in you alive because that's what will keep you happy. And so, yeah, I always love the chorus always super resonates with me in the, and then the bridge too, where it says, reality will break your heart. Survival will not be the hardest part. It's keeping all your hopes alive when all the rest of you has died. So let it break your heart.
Reality will break your heart. Survival will not be the hardest part. It's keeping all your hopes alive. All the rest of you has died. So let it break your heart.
Just all of the lyrics, I just listen to it and I go, man, that's just true shit. Like that's all I got.
Cuts deep.
And so yeah, I mean, I really like it. Yeah.
It was a
You wouldn't think
highlight
after
for me,
hearing
too.
so much synth. Yeah. It's really good. I still, after, it was one of the ones I knew before, and then after knowing the album more and more, I still just love that song. It's so good. Not as groovy and high energy as the other ones, but
Yeah,
you
you
don't
need a
necessarily
balance.
need all the energy. Right. You gotta have the yin and yang, right?
True.
I thought it was wild. I listened to a little bit of their other stuff today, not much at all, but I looked at the deluxe version of their album before this, their self-titled, just Paramore, and they have a redone version of one of their songs. I can't remember which one it is, but it features Joy Williams, who is
Who is that?
she's half of the Civil Wars. Do you know who that is, Jamie?
Okay, then the name sounds vaguely familiar to me.
They make like country and bluegrass stuff. And
Gotcha.
the song isn't really that country at all. They redo the instrumentation a little bit and like make it a little softer. But I don't know a lot of Joy Williams, but I saw her name in the feature and I was like, "Huh? Is this the person I'm thinking of?" And it was. It was a good song.
Interesting.
But,
You said you don't remember what song the redo was of.
it has Heart in the title. But it's the only song on the redo that features Joy Williams. It's really easy to find if you look at the deluxe version on Spotify or Apple Music or Tidal.
Title or Audiomack.
What's audio there?
Hate.
Hey.
Is it Hate to See You Break Your Heart?
Yeah,
Do you actually not know what Audiomack is?
no.
I never heard of Audiomack.
They have the Audiomack stage at Rolling Loud, and Audiomack is where
Jordan,
I found
do you know
Moray. Audiomack is how I
Do you know
found
who you're
Moray.
talking
Okay.
to?
I only
Do
know
we
the
look
Dat
like we
Piff.
know what the stages at Rolling Loud are?
No.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't know what Rolling Loud is.
For real?
That's not true. There's a lot of memes.
I'm about to say.
I was like,
And the
bro,
baby
what?
blew up too, so like
That is true. If I hadn't heard about it through you, I definitely would have heard it after all the baby shit.
let's not go.
Let's not go. Yeah, so for me, the first half of the album is way stronger than the second half.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's just I assume it's just a me thing. Like, it's not like I didn't like the second half. It's just when I look at my notes, like the first 6 songs have way more. Like the only things I said for the last part, like for Pools, I just said I like the chime and the bell. Whatever that
I did
chime
love that.
bell they've got going on in the intro is really
Technically-
cool. I like that a lot.
Actually, I was gonna say Pool is part of the second half of the album. Actually, no, yeah, it is.
Yeah, isn't it like track 7 or is it track 6?
It's 7.
Yeah, so it's 7 out of 12. And then Grudges is pretty good. I like the verses in Grudges. The end of it where she says like we can't keep grudges, but she says it in, like a very good singing vocal way.
Stop asking why we had to waste so much time. Well, we just pick up and start again, 'cause we can't keep holding on to grudges.
But like for those 2 songs, that's all I had. I mean, I just didn't have anything else. I don't know.
Yeah.
It
No,
wasn't
okay.
like I didn't like them. I just didn't have anything noteworthy.
It's okay. Pools wasn't amazing.
Yeah, the second half I feel like is a little like more relaxed, I guess, than the first
one of my
half.
other favorite songs off this album, "Caught in the Middle."
Yeah, it's so good.
I really like that song a lot.
I love the guitar and the
It's-
verses.
I can't think of getting old. It only makes me want to die. And I can't think
that groove that they've got going on in it. I'm just sitting there just going, bow, bow, bow,
Yeah,
bow.
it's just really catchy.
It's so good, and the chorus is also great. I'm just a little bit gone in the middle.
I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. I try to keep going, but it's not that simple. I think I'm a little bit caught in the middle. I gotta keep going, or they'll call me a quitter. Yeah, I'm caught in the middle.
Yeah, it's so good. I like that a lot, and I mean the verses are good too. But yeah, just like I love that that groove that you talked about, Nick. Is just so catchy, you know. The
Sounds
bridge
like
is
a
also pretty good,
beach song.
but that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good for like car, aux playing, I think.
Sure.
And then I think, let's see, I'm pretty sure it's right after it, but one of my favorite tracks on the entire album, probably my top 3 on the album, is Idol Worship,
Mine too.
which is definitely one that I just didn't know at all until listening. I mean, I heard about it in the past, but for whatever reason, it didn't catch my eye or ear the same way that this week it just really did. Like every time I was listening to it, I was like, all right, Caught in the Middle's up next. And then we got Idol Worship after that. This is a great duo right here. I love, we talk more, like recently we've been talking a lot about feel in songs, and just like Haley's delivery in the whole song is just, it hooks me in from the beginning all the way until the end. I'm locked in. But like, especially the start with her rhythmic delivery with the first verse, I love it so much. Just the way that she's delivering the vocals, it's I can't really, I just have to cut it in. I can't really describe it, but it gets me every time.
Standing here like I'm supposed to say something. Don't hold your breath. I never said I'd save you, honey, and I don't want your money. If I was you, I'd run from me or rip me open. You'll see you're not the only one who's hopeless. Be sure to put your faith in something more. I'm just a girl, and you're not as alone as you feel. We all got problems, don't we? We all need heroes, don't we? But rest assured, there's not a single person here who's worthy.
And then the choruses are also just great on it. I really love the choruses.
Yeah, I love the choruses and the little pre-chorus transition with the "Don't let me let you down."
Don't let me let you down. Hey, baby, I'm not your superhuman. And if that's what you want, I hate to let you down. I got your hopes up, now I got you hoping that I'm gonna be the one to let you down.
And then
Yeah.
the second time she says it, it's "Just let me let you down," but they change up the rhythm a little bit and stop the drums a little bit.
Oh.
And she says it fast, like "Don't let me let you down," and then she says "Just let me let you down," and like chops it up a little more.
Just let me let you down.
Yeah.
It's great.
There's great rhythm in both the actual instrumentation, but then also the lyrics are just, the way she delivers them are great. Like in the verses, like where she ends it, where it's like, but rest assured there's not a single person here who's worthy, and she doesn't end it like it's ending a sentence moving on. It's like it keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole time. At least me personally, it keeps you like on the edge, like where she's, and then verse 2 where she's like, but illuminate these hopeless places. She doesn't end on a down note. She keeps it on an up note melody wise, which then leads you just immediately in to like the pre-chorus and the chorus. I love it. It's great every time.
I was gonna say this one didn't stick out to me that much.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah. I just didn't.
Yeah.
It was just kind of one of those, like, it like sounded good, but it wasn't like I didn't love it. Maybe that's because I didn't look at the lyrics that much or anything, but I don't know. It wasn't didn't love it. I still liked I still liked Caught in the Middle. Caught in the Middle is a little more catchier to me, but
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, and I mean, I don't even think I took notes for No Friend or Tell Me How. I mean, I still like the songs. I just don't really know that I had anything to write down about them.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh, I thought I did think that the spoken word intro thing in No Friend, the whole way throughout it was just kind of, it was interesting to me. I don't know. It's too much to cut in, but I thought it was an interesting, like, it's like suddenly it almost seems like it's the outro, but then there's still a song afterwards, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guess that's something I could say.
With what was it? No Friend?
Yeah. No Friends, the penultimate track.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably my least favorite on the album. It was alright. I like some spoken word stuff, but I don't know. It didn't hit me the same as some other spoken word.
Yeah, it's
interludes that I
weird.
enjoy.
It's like how, like in Dark Twisted Fantasy, one of my favorite parts on the album is hearing the speech in Lost in the World. Or Lost in America, Lost in the World. I can't remember.
It's definitely not Lost in the World. It's Lost in America.
Yeah. Like, I love that.
Sorry.
And it serves its purpose so well. But here, I didn't necessarily love... I thought it was interesting, but I didn't, like, love it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I see you said Lost in the World. I was like, I don't know a speech in Lost in the World. And you were like...
Yeah, it's Lost in America, and then it flows into Lost in the World. No, it's Who Will Survive in America. That's what it is. Oh my god. I think Lost in America is the name of the poem.
I was about
or
to say,
the speech used.
I don't think there's a...
It's Who Will Survive in America.
Lost
Great,
in- yeah.
great use of non-musical endings to an album. Incredible.
Yeah.
I really like
Man, one of these days we're gonna hit the Dark Twisted Fantasy rabbit hole. One of these days we're gonna do it.
I like Alex Cameron's outro on his newest album, where he talks about his wife, fiance,
Yeah.
longtime partner. I like that. There's a song called "Past Life" on Currents, Tame Impala.
Another good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Fitter Happier by Radiohead. It's really bad.
Sure.
Oh
It's really
no,
ass.
Nick's back on his Radiohead grind.
I just thought about that.
Little man is chuffed.
What?
Gooey.
There's
Oh
that-
no,
there's that picture of the
I'm being chuggy again.
G. But yeah, and so I don't have any more notes for the rest of the album. That's just kind of
Me
I ended on one out
either.
of worship.
Me either.
I don't know about Nick. Do you have anything else before we rate it?
Not really. Tell Me How was pretty good, but nothing significant, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I.
Okay, so then I guess we can get into the our ratings era. I'll start it, and then
Rating
Nick and Jordan,
era.
you can tell us what we're gonna listen to next week.
Wait, Nick and Jordan are gonna tell us.
No, Nick, I go, and then Nick, and then comma Jordan. You can tell us
Okay,
next week. what we're gonna
Jamie.
do.
All right.
You ran those sins together, my guy. Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 7.75.
Whoa. Nice.
I think it's not quite. I was thinking going into this it'd be like a 6.5 or a 7, but then as I listened to it more and more, I was like, man, this is just. I found myself every day this week just like humming a different song off the album to myself, and like I just really enjoyed all of it. So I think it's 7.75. I feel good about that. Not quite an 8, but you know,
Not bad.
pretty good. Very good.
I'm gonna roll out a flat lucky 7. You know,
Okay, 7.0.
she's pretty good.
And I'm gonna roll out a flat lucky 6.
Oh wow.
6. Okay, yeah. Vic was talking about that. She was like, "Oh, do you think Jordan liked it as a joke?" I was like, "Actually, I think that there were a lot of this album I could see Jordan like actually really enjoying, like getting into some of it." So yeah, that brings us to an average of 6.92, which
6.
then
A little fun interrupted by.
it puts it actually nicely sandwiched between Booty Shaker's Ball at 24 and AM at 26.
Cut my joke out. Cut my joke out. It's too inappropriate.
I didn't even hear your joke, so
I said 6.9. A little fun interrupted by a.
a point.
What else would you call that?
Form of punctuation.
that's actually not a bad one. That's pretty good.
I remember seeing that on iFunny in like 7th grade.
Yeah, Vic walked over and she was like, "Oh, that's mine." Like AM. I was like, "Yeah."
Sorry.
Sure was.
Had to get out.
What?
The chocolate queen.
The chocolate queen.
We're getting pizza?
Someone say
Chocolate
pepperoni.
rain.
I'm good with whatever.
Chocolate rain.
Pepperoni.
Dude, I sent that to you.
Dude,
oh my
did you
gosh.
see? Yes, that. Oh my God, Nick, did he send it to you too?
Yeah, he did.
Oh God, that TikTok is so funny. Oh,
Chocolate rain.
for the listener, there's Tay Zonday, internet royalty, chocolate rain guy.
Still making money off that video.
If you don't know what chocolate rain is, you're probably too young to listen to this podcast. But
You definitely don't understand
yeah, there was a
two-thirds of
TikTok. It was one of those TikToks where it was like stitch this with your like freestyle over whatever beat, and people were doing it and like quote unquote passing the mic, and then he goes on, he goes chocolate rain, and then it cut off.
all
Oh,
he
it's
says.
so funny. God, it's so funny.
We're putting him on the mood board.
Dude, Tay Zonday is definitely on the mood board.
Right,
Let's
right,
add that
right.
on there. I'm gonna, I dude, and not even like modern day Tay Zonday. I'm gonna do the 240p chocolate rain video still,
Hell yes.
like still from that.
Hell yes.
But yeah, so that wraps us up with this week with this album. I feel good about that. Going into it, kind of like not blind, but like I didn't know what to expect. So I'll take a 6.9,
Yeah.
a regular old teriyaki.
Teriyaki. Teriyaki. What?
Takashi or whatever.
Tzatziki?
Oh.
So then, Jordan, what are we going to be
Takis.
listening to next week?
We're actually going to be listening to an EP, not an album, so I hope that's okay.
Whoa.
An EP?
Whoa.
A little shorter.
I don't know if we can.
A little
Oh,
shorter. But I haven't listened to all the songs off of it, but one song I do really like is on it. So we're going to be listening to The Leak by Lil Wayne.
oh.
Because it also has a good
spelled like,
backstory. It also has a good backstory, too.
Is that like
that's all.
Leek, like the onion
No.
vegetable?
It's actually before his. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. You guys can find out, and then we can talk about it next week. Okay?
Guess we get to learn
almost-
It's on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I made sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
sorry,
pretty
it's-
much it.
again-
It can be an EP or whatever, but as long as it's on Spotify, I don't
Yes.
see why
Sorry.
not, right?
That is also confusing. I see how you could think that it wasn't on Spotify, but
Just had to
again,
clear
it's
it up.
called
all-
The Leak.
It's all in the story. It's all in the backstory.
All
All
right.
right. Well, I mean, I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to learn next week.
Cool.
So then I guess we can round it out with some recent listenings. Do either of y'all want to go first?
I'll let Jordan go.
We were both gonna be nice today.
No, I'll let you go.
Thank you, Chip. But Melly came out with a new album, but I listened to all of it. But the only song I really like right now is "Mind of Melvin," which is like the intro song, but it's like a really good intro song. And then other than that, I've just been listening to a lot of drill still, like No Suburban still. I've been listening to by Chef G. Haven't listened to that much Fabio this week, but I'm still listening to a lot of Pop Smoke and Sleepy Hollow. I still listen to Tiptoe like quite often because that song's just so good.
Yeah, I mean,
other than-
I actually saved it on the album Tiptoe.
Dude, it's
That's the only
so
one I saved.
No, I could.
It is good.
But other than that, I just shuffle my like songs and pray that there's some good bangers up there.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of like daily mixes, but a song. Okay, so I've been listening to a lot of Lawrence's new album, Hotel TV. Most notably, like Jet Lag, great song. I've still more Jason Isbell and his stuff with the 400 unit. Both of those, it's hard to say one without the other because I just listen to both of them on shuffle.
Of course.
Also, I've been getting back into Glass Animals a lot, like just listening to their This Is playlist and stuff like that. Which
Jamie's
is,
feeling
if you've
vibey.
never sat and listened to their This Is playlist, every one of their albums, in my mind, is so different. Like they're so clearly from different artistic visions. I think it's I listen to it because I'm a big fan of them, but I can see that if you're not, like, if you get into them, I normally recommend this as playlist. I would not recommend theirs because it'd be so confusing to a fresh listener.
Yeah.
But so, and then the last thing, a song. It's actually one song. It's the last time I did this was like whenever I really got into listening to Lemonade way back when.
Okay.
But it's A-OK by Ty Verdes or Verdes. I don't know how he pronounces his last name. It's the guy that made the Stuck in the Middle, the like, you're a player, aren't you? And I bet you got hoes. Yeah, he's got a song that's also blowing up on TikTok. But it's like living in this big blue world with my head up in outer space.
I know.
Ayo, ayo. Yeah, I love it. I love that song so much. I keep just queuing it up. And then if I'm in a really good mood, like, because now I'm still doing, driving for Uber Eats, but I have a job that I'll be starting in a few weeks. So now I'm just chilling, trying to make extra money in the meantime. Yeah. So my mood has gotten exponentially better. So I'm just driving around. And I think the other day I queued it up and then listened to it. Like, I kept pressing back to start it again like 4 times. Yeah, I don't know. Just that song, for whatever reason, is really hitting it for me right now. Oh, also, I've listened to Dark Twisted Fantasy a couple times this week. Just cause. And it was immaculate every time.
I like that.
And that's about it for me, I think.
Nicholas Crompton.
Yeah, I hardly ever replay songs right after I listen to
England
them.
is my city? I never do it, but that one I just keep doing it at least twice.
Yeah, a lot this week I've listened to Good Lord Lori by the Turnpike Troubadours. I've really gotten into them recently for some strange reason.
Bro, you should text my dad about it. I think he's a big Turnpike Troubadour guy.
Oh yeah,
big Turnpike.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of my proximity to Oklahoma now, but which is where
you're
they're
so
from.
close. You feel it.
Yeah.
You feel the pull.
Uh-huh. They have a cover of
True.
If You're Gonna Play in Texas.
Is there even a by Alabama?
Yeah, it's really good.
Dude, that song is a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Any setting,
Alabama,
that song hits.
They crank some bangers out, dude.
At a funeral, throw on If You're Gonna Play in Texas. Wedding, party, funeral, wake, and then throw on. You know what? Throw on Son of the South as well. Why not? Right?
I'm a big hurry. I'm in a hurry to get things done.
Dark things done. Oh, I rush until life's no fun.
All right, so
Bangers.
Yeah, bangers. Dawes came out with a single that is a earlier recorded version of a song that they put out like 2 albums later, and I almost like it maybe more than the I guess original, than the one they officially
What
came
song
out
is
with.
it?
It's Don't Send Me Away.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's the 3rd song on probably my favorite album by them, on All Your Favorite Bands, the official one. But
one of Rhett McLaughlin's favorite albums.
oh my god,
Rhett
dude.
McLaughlin,
me and
he's
Rhett,
nuts,
man.
dude.
I got to dab this man up. Was he was a Sturgill Simpson album on his list too, or was it Link's?
No, I think it was Link that said, but Rhett recommended the album to Link, Meta Modern, and then Link said as soon as he heard it, he was like, I gotta listen to this whole album right now.
But
I know he's a huge like I think Turtles All the Way Down is one of, like, I knew for a while he was wearing like the tour shirt. I think he like loves that song. That's
one of my like out of top 10 songs all time. That's probably top 5 for me. I love that song.
Nice.
But might make an appearance in a later episode. But
tease.
But yeah, what else I've been listening to? Denzel Curry came out with a new song. It's pretty good. The cover's like a video game cover. Who else came out?
Is it a cover of Rage Against the Machine's Bulls on Parade off of
That's good.
Like a version?
Yeah.
It's
that
weird, but
crazy.
good. Yeah.
The new Killers album, it's not bad.
I haven't checked that out yet, and I consider myself a fan of the Killers. I just haven't, like, their last album that came out, I checked out like the second day it was out, and then this one I just haven't gotten around to.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of their last album, and then this one like didn't click with me off the bat, but I still like it. And,
That's how I felt about the one before the most recent one, the one with like the seashell or whatever on the front.
oh yeah.
I really didn't like that album. I still don't love it, but I really hated it when it first came out. I was like, this fucking sucks. I was like, when did the Killers become Coldplay?
True. That is their most Coldplay-esque album. I would agree.
Yeah. Which is weird because I like some stuff by Coldplay, but when other bands sound like Coldplay, I'm like,
Yeah.
Damn, boys. We should.
Except
Nothing
Ghost
beats-
Stories.
Dun, 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 dun,
Whole album
dun,
sucks.
dun, dun, bum, 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 bum.
I
Anyways,
love how the lag was desyncing that.
Enter my paradise.
But to top it off, some injury reserve and some Randy
Okay.
Newman still.
Did Injury Reserve, are they the cardiac arrest people?
No, that's Bad Sons, I think. Bro, Hunter would he would flame your ass right now. Okay, he sent I think Gravy and Biscuits by Injury Reserve the other day in the Discord.
Okay, yeah. I do remember that.
But 3-Man Weave, that's an amazing song. I think it should be our theme song for the podcast. After I know we have one.
I want to, man, I want to redo our intro is still the same, just basic garage band shit I made like way back when.
you need to get the sample of me rapping, the auto rap that we did.
Dude, I gotta find that. Oh my god,
That was
I
so
gotta find
funny.
that. Dude, that's also going in the Instagram link dump.
That might be
I'll figure
that
out.
might be the last
Please
time I
actually
cried
put that
laughing.
in there.
That would be amazing.
That's
that
one
in
of the more, all right, so I'm writing it. I've got the Guava LaCroix picture, Robert De Niro picture, Tazon Day,
Tazon Day.
Rain Still, and now I'll put Jordan. Maybe I'll edit it over that GIF I made of you.
Oh yeah.
That would be great. Also,
Dude, that was a good time when we found, what is it, the like
it's like
It's like the
auto, it's like the auto
Shmuel.
rap
It's the-
or yeah,
it's
it's
the-
by Shmuel or Shmuel, whatever.
Whatever.
It's like auto tune rap or whatever, dude. Listener,
What
you gotta check out the Instagram. Listen Up Pod. No. Yes, Listen Up Pod.
I forget. I know they're different, but I forget which one's which.
Yeah, I really shot. Yeah, Instagram is Listen Up Pod. You gotta check it out. It is, dude.
It's about to
It
pop
will be worth
off.
following the Instagram account just to see this link dump.
Yes.
All right, so let me little behind the scenes action. I forgot to write the outro. You said it's called The Leak. Like it's just an EP. By
L-E-A-K.
Yeah, like the vegetable, dude. We know.
no, not like the vegetable.
No, that's Leek.
No, dude.
Aren't-
I'm talking about. Anyways.
Aren't leeks just like onions shaped like celery?
I think they're like a milder onion. I've never used them in anything.
Yeah.
But I know people like use them in soup and stuff.
Yeah.
Cut them up, put them in the
Yeah,
rice.
and then you get it in your faucet. And you're like, I got a leaky faucet, and then you got to
God.
tighten the.
You got to get the
gas.
leaks out of your faucet.
True.
And on that note, we just want to say thanks again for listening this week, and remember to tune in next week where we're going to be taking a look at The Leak, an EP by Lil Wayne. Be sure to listen to it as much as you feel inclined to, so that you can just kind of have your own thoughts and mentally join the discussion with us next week while we talk. Also, if you wanted, you can actually join in the discussion by either throwing a comment about your thoughts on this week's episode or the album on YouTube or Instagram, or you can also tweet them at us. We're on Twitter at ListUpPodcast and Instagram at ListenUpPod. And those accounts, as well as all of our personal handles, are going to be in the description of wherever you found this episode, and also now the photo dump in Instagram. So, check that out too. But other than that, make sure to give one or both of them a follow so that you can keep track of any updates or announcement we make regarding the show, because, that's where we send them out. Also, if you enjoy this episode and feel like we've earned it, if you wanted to throw a rating or review our way on your respective platform, definitely wouldn't say no to that. But if not, no worries. And remember to check out our merch at interestpointproductions.com. Great ad. But other than that, for now, we'll catch you next week, and remember to listen up.